buddy of mine. He was kind of strange anyway. I promised Andy the one thing I'll never promise anybody else. Andy was a buddy of mine. We grew up about 100 miles south of here. There was 4 of us boys, all about the same age, in the same class in school. And there were just a few months difference in our ages, but Andy was the youngest of us. Andy was kind of strange. We loved going to vacation Bible school. Y'all remember vacation Bible school? Yeah. Boy, we had some times. Man, I got some memories about vacation Bible school.
Me too.
Oh, drawing them pretty pictures with the crayons and stuff.
Yeah.
And Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you know, when I stop and think about that,
Yeah.
I can almost taste that paste. Remember that kind of
The paste. Yeah, the paste, boy. I like the white.
white.
So one day, we're camping and stuff, and we'd been to vacation Bible school, and Andy was always one to read between the lines of everything you were studying up on. Especially the Bible. You could read a piece of scripture, and Andy would say, at 10 years old, he would say, now let me tell you what that really means. Or he could translate any language. So he became a pretty strange fellow. So we were out camping one evening, and we sat around the fire, and there was the 4 of us there, and Andy just up and said, you know what? I figured out where God really is. And we said, duh. And we said, he's in heaven. He said, no. He's hiding right behind the sun. That's why it's so hard to look at, and it's real hot. And we said, how you figure that? He said, Moses and the burning bush. He said, that's where I figured it out. And he says, here's what I figured happened. Moses went up there and said, God, come here and talk with me. And God said, no, you'll burn up if I come down there because you got sin all over the earth. Adam brought sin into the world. If I show up, everything burn up. And so Moses kept on until God said, okay, I tell you what, I'll just slip by you. Don't look right directly at me, just talk to my rear end. Of course, the Bible said backside. Of course, Andy said rear end. That's translation, you know. So we got tickled at him. He said that God was worried about Moses looking at him and got distracted there and got up against that bush, and it caught a fire. And stupid Moses sat there for 40 days and 40 nights talking to the bush thinking it was God.
Well, Dick Cheney did it for longer than that.
Oh, yeah, he did. About 8 years.
About 8 years, yeah.
Y'all don't get political. I told you, his mind is like a skeet shot. And so we made fun of Andy. And then we all turned 18 years old. And that was during a wartime, you know. And so we all got a letter from our Uncle Sam. And Andy was kind of upset about that. He didn't think he was going to get over there across the ocean and make it back home. So he said, you know, I've always admired you learning to play the guitar and write songs and sing when we was kids. So he said, if I don't make it through all of this, I want you to write me a song. So this one's for Andy. There's a place behind the sun where God has made a place for everyone, where all the hurt and all the pain go away, never come again. So when I go, please don't cry, for I couldn't bear the ache you feel inside. You see, I'll be there in your heart, right from the start. I'll be keeping our love light alive. And there's a place behind the sun where the kids are all start, I'll be keeping our love life alive. So when I'm gone and you think you'll never make it through the pain, and the memory of our love comes down like rain, oh, I want you to close your eyes and look behind the sun. You see, I'll be there in your heart right from the start. I'll be keeping our love